And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 76. Sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition. Sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to
and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want their hands at all times.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run wide side with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Now Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A toss left, Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Points the tackle, he's got room to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get it. Touchdown. Next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The toss right to Henry. Running right through it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll toss it to Henry. Shelling through the defense. Still going. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 19 and a first down. Henry. Again, it's Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he gets gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to.
Henry running right.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.
You might got him muted, bro.
He got me muted.
You still got him muted, bro.